What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Andre Iguodala's press conference, jersey retirement. This will be my 100th video. So blow this up. Let's make this one a good one. 100th video on Andre Iguodala's jersey retirement. We got two videos. This one and another one, all in one video. So let's watch this one first.
Hey, like, obviously this is a huge thing. Your jersey going. Thoughts about like you could be the first. You're going to be the first of a lot of.
Alright, how to make sure. Alright, let's go.
Guys, this whole era is going up there. You thought about what that means for you to be the first one, and obviously Steph's going to be huge. Draymond, Kevin, Clay. Like, what does it mean to you that you're the first one that goes up?
It's one of my favorite Mark Jackson quotes. A lot of time is undefeated. I was able to come in 9 years into the league, and so I had the opportunity to kind of help those guys as they were younger coming into their own. But then also, it's rare, I think, in professional sports, you see a guy that's kind of still in his prime, trying to take a back seat or actually willingly move out the way for the up-and-coming guys. I mean, Steph, he didn't make it. It wasn't that hard to move out the way. Clay too, Draymond too.
If I could say one thing to Elon
And so
Musk,
it was just a great unique
please put a
situation.
dose of compassion
So
in this. These are real
yeah,
people.
this is.
These are real lives.
It's actually funny that you start to celebrate it while it's kind of still going on. Those guys are still on the court, still playing very well. So actually, man, the Chen and I were looking at some dates, and this date's perfect. It worked out perfectly for Clay, and they were here. I think my first time coming back to the game was Clay's return game with the busy schedule. So I think it's been beautiful though because I haven't been able to. I don't know if you're ever really able to appreciate kind of what you've done because you're still in it. And my life right now is like still in it. It's even more busy. So hopefully get a chance to properly reflect. But just that competitive nature and spirit, like you never really get a chance to appreciate your accomplishments.
Along those lines, Andre, do you know what this team's legacy is? Have you gotten enough distance now to be able to look back and say, this is what the Golden State Warriors did or who we were in terms of changing the league, the game?
I think in arguments, I have some pretty good arguments, but there's been a few times I've been able to like think about some of the things we did. But I think the reason why we had so much success is because when we won the first one, it was almost like we have to do it again to prove that it wasn't a fluke. And then once you win the second one, you're like, all right, we got to do it again because like nobody can touch us. And then we got to do it again because we're supposed to do it again. And that's just, I think that's just unique characteristics of like
That's
great
so
athletes,
facts.
the ones who are never satisfied. And I think we just kind of like that was in the DNA of.
We just so good. We were dominant in that era, 2015 to 2022. Great years.
Every individual, and it just kind of got bred into the fabric of the organization. I think from the top down, everybody just wanted to continue to win. I mean, you heard Joe talk about it throughout his times. You know, people might have taken what he said, you know, the right or wrong way, but he's just a competitive guy, and that's just his competitive spirit. You know, you talk about Steve Kerr. I don't know how many championships he has because there's so many. You know, right? It's crazy. He's catching Phil Jackson already, right? Right? Who would have thought that would be the situation someone could catch Phil Jackson? And then you look at Bob Myers and the athletes he's had as an agent, and then you look at when he was here, and then look at what he's doing right now with the Commanders. Look at what he's doing with the group who has multiple franchises, and you know they want to be attached to winning folks, and we kind of had that built in. And Rick Welts as well, you know, Hall of Famer, created All-Star Weekend, and just globalizing the game of basketball. We just had winning was just all throughout everyone involved.
Hey, Andre. You played with some great guys, especially in Philly. What made it special that you knew coming in as a senior to the other guys for each individual with Draymond, Steph, and Clay that was different from what you were used to, that you know that you guys were going to find success?
Well, I think me being older, so me being able to have some type of impression on them being younger. Also, I think the backgrounds of everyone involved. I've talked about it before. Steph and Clay coming from NBA families. They weren't phased by much. Like the glitz, the glamour, the lifestyle, all that comes with being a professional athlete. There's a lot of traps just waiting for you, and I'm speaking in terms of notoriety, the fame, Sports Center, what you're playing for. You're playing for statistics, all those things. It didn't phase them, and it kind of, you know, fell into their personalities. Like they're not moved by most things professional athletes are moved by, and so they had a calmness to them, a carefree spirit to them, which makes them great. Um, but on the other side of it, you need balance as well. So you need someone who's hungry. One of my favorite things
Hungry.
about Draymond is he was always asking,
Hungry.
"What's your why? Like, why do you play the game of basketball?" And it really shows up. I always talked about how it shows up in the playoffs. And Draymond can say you can play for money, you can play for fame, you can play for different things, but if you don't actually love the game, then it's going to show up at the worst or best time, depending on what side of the ball you're on. And so he was a guy who was passionate, who loved the game of basketball. He had that fierce competitive nature. Draymond being Draymond. But if we don't have that, and if you don't have that balance, and then I kind of fell in between in the middle of it all. Coming in playing 9 years into the NBA, having individual success, some type of team success, playing on the Olympics, seeing that type of success, and then just kind of seeing how things were built with our roster. We had an opportunity to do something special, specifically with that first year we won a chip. And then you really get to see who folks are with how they respond to winning the championship. Like the work, like we upped our workload after we won it, and I think those are the things that are like really special that I can reflect on and say, that's what really set us apart.
Uh, Dre, congratulations. Um, One, what were your emotions when you got the call and you? It's one thing to say that they're going to do it, but to call like, okay, this is date, this is real. Like, what were your emotions then? And also, what does it mean for your son to have been old enough to have seen you play, to be a part of this journey, to get the lessons that have come with your career?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Raymond was trying to track me down for some time, but I didn't know it was for this. I thought there was another request. So I did see his email, and he was trying to set this up, but I thought it was for something else actually. So I kind of like I was delaying it. Uh, but I've been super busy, which is it's just been like it's been somewhat of a roller coaster, but like a beautiful roller coaster where like it's hard to really grasp in real time. Like I know what it means. I've been watching basketball since I was 4 or 5 years old. Like I'm a student of the game. Like I know what it means to have your jersey retired, and I like to. For me, it's that competitive nature still there. Like what's next for me? So I'm like 10 years ahead in terms of like planning. Like no, I'm trying to get here, and so like that already happened. So I haven't allowed myself to properly enjoy it all, and that's just who I am. But I understand what it means. I understand what it is, and for me, I think I'm more happy for the other guys. Like I'm speaking after the game, and I'm really happy for people to see like what Steph Curry's built and how everyone else has reaped the benefits. Like it's just been a really beautiful thing. But when we set the date, we were looking at different dates. I saw the Dallas game. Like it was really easy. It was a Sunday. I'm flying back out on the red eye. Got to go back to work. Like that's just the nature of my life. But probably the best part has been like organizing with family. It's been a headache, but organizing with all the different family and friends all coming together. The older we get, the less time we get with each other, especially with my schedule. NBA life is just like a fantasy world. Just come hang out. Now I'm like, I got a real jobs. And so trying to take today as be present, and it's a good game too. I got a lot of favorite players playing today, so I get to enjoy a game of basketball. Oh
Hmm.
yes, I mean, he's a teenager. You know, they got all the answers. But we just got back from his official visit to Arizona late last night. We got back at like 11, and so
Yeah, you gotta react to
so
the.
part of the
I
BYU
mean,
game, he had a great visit.
you gotta
He's, like,
respond
way taller
to
than me now.
how you feel about your
He
son.
shoots it just as well as I could shoot it at the end of my NBA career. Like, he can shoot. And so I'm in the dad mode where I'm just picking this game apart, and I'm probably like overly critical. But he said he wanted to go pro, and I'm giving him all the advice I wanted someone to give me at his age. But he's taking it in stride. He's a late bloomer like I was. It's been special for him to see. He saw it all. And so he gets it. We started winning too much, and he got bored, which is weird. Not weird. I mean, it's a normal. What was he? He was 11, 12 when we were winning a lot. He got bored. He was like, I don't want to go to games. I know the outcome. It's just crazy. But then the 7-year-old like has no idea of what's going on, and my 15-year-old, the boys just yell at me.
This is boring. Yeah, I don't want to watch that. The whole thing. Now let's watch Steph Curry's night.
Again, in this game, neither team. Draymond Green, Steve Kerr said he's going to start him at center probably the rest of the way. Likes to limit his minutes, but that's what he gives you right there. Those guys been doing that for a long time.
Irving, who tried to draw the foul on Butler, got out of the way. Pajemski left-handed down court. Green to the trailer step. Curry hangs. And it rolls around and drops for his second basket.
Jimmy, there's Draymond throwing it back to his point guard and says, you
That is tough.
finish it. Curry's pretty darn good at that too.
Right? But that one, as far as surprise, Dave, yeah, number one most surprised on that. Step off the bounce, cans a three. First triple of the day for Curry.
Starting to separate yourself, and Curry really hasn't even gotten going, and he can do this all day long, and he seems to get further and further out. And this Team Warriors team's playing with a lot of confidence.
Dinwiddie defending Curry. Max Christie, who came over as part of that trade for Luka Doncic. He's out there. Count the basket. And a foul. A three-point chance. And Curry on the cusp of double figures. Just 7 minutes.
What a shot.
Certainly not
Bro is cooking.
early in this
He got
one.
30 points.
Nico and Rob knew each other so
His
well.
13th of the season.
Kobe at Nike, and obviously Rob was Kobe's agent.
Warriors champions of 2025. Celtics don't have a chance. Cavaliers, no chance. OKC, no chance.
He's 1 of 5 from out there. 2 of 11 overall. Curry driving on Thompson and puts it home.
On Klay Thompson's head.
Moses Moody get behind the defense. This is Curry just attacking right down the middle. Such good body control.
Dallas goes to the Lakers next on Tuesday. Luka Doncic had his best game as a Laker last night in the win over Denver. What a pass by Curry, and Pajemski beats the shot clock.
For the Mavs, that guy we just saw, Anthony Davis, is also not loving playing center either, but I imagine the Mavs would take any 7-footer they can get. The leadership that he's developed, I'm actually surprised. I didn't know that he had it, and now we're seeing it. I think we saw last year in the run to the finals.
Curry bangs that one in, 22. Curry gets past him, gives it up to Santos. The three not there. Offensive rebound, Payton. Out the step, lets it fly, cans it. 20 for Curry, his second three. This feels like he has to work.
This will be the night.
When Butler's not on the floor right now, as Curry hits back-to-back triples, and he just gave the Curry hits.
Oh my gosh.
Washington came back and hit a three. Curry made 2 in a row. Now he drives past 2 guys. Banks in the floater. Curry heating up. 16 points in the third quarter. 30 for the game. NBA Sunday show.
And that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. We'll probably be live for either the 76ers game or the Magic game. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.